Lovely jubbly, just tricked you there. God, look at the signal. That's got to be reviewed, especially on the Purple Draft Pro. And it was quite a lot heavier. Especially on the Good afternoon, people. Right, okay, little face-off. Hoppabrau from just outside Munich brewery has come back into the playing field, which is fantastic. We put it against a serious big hitter here, being Hacker. As you know, one of the famous six. What can I say? They're both 5.5% ABV. And they are both excellent license.
Very good drinks. So it'd be interesting to see how they compare side by side.
Yeah, I think Hacker with the top. You know, it reminds me back of.
Always scares me in the
Grolsch. Yeah, I know. I mean, put me off that. So let's get the Hacker poured, and you can show them that. I'll do these slowly, make sure I don't. I can't trust you. They'll never be left. She has issues with her pouring. You've got many qualities in life, haven't you? Pouring beers.
Oh, sometimes I pour a perfect, but it tends to be when I'm on camera, I make a right exterior of it.
That's most of the Hacker.
Okay, so
I was just about to try and pop the top off the.
there's your bottom.
As I say, how similar are they?
So look, you've got that lovely orangey colour, really hazy, nice foamy head.
Okay, totally different in the colours, aren't they?
Yeah, straight away you can see a difference in the colour.
That's it. Let's give it a little shake round.
A little bit of difference, I think, in carbonation.
The Hacker's much more lively from what I'm seeing. I don't know if you're seeing different that side. To me,
yeah,
the Hacker's much more lively. Let's check that. A little bit of sediment in the bottom there.
Yeah, that's looking good.
It's not one knot, people. I'm not tight, but you know what I mean. Every little thing.
Let's put this one on. So this is this one. And as you can see, this is more of a golden colour rather than that orangey colour. Still nice and hazy, a nice foamy head.
So you want to get a picture of these two beauties.
Okay.
There's not too many players that are going to beat these two. I wouldn't have thought. Here we go. So there's the camera. I'll get out of the way because you said I spoiled the picture.
Indeed.
I meant to say no.
There you go.
Unreal, eh? Unreal. Right, as we say, Hacker the Cracker's got much more carbonation.
Yeah, that's.
Hacker the Cracker's slightly darker.
It's more of an orangey colour, whereas the Hoppabrau is a more golden colour.
The trouble is with this, you're like, what do you do first?
Yeah.
I don't know what to say there. No. Oh, some little bits.
Right,
Nice.
let's start off by having a smell. Yeah. Okay, lovely wheaty. It's like banana, isn't
Banana,
it?
yeah, it's really bright bananas. We only reviewed it yesterday, didn't we? We actually got round to reviewing it second time in.
Very similar actually in aroma.
Just something. The reason I picked these
They
two
are
off
similar.
first, it was me and Jamie, but you know, it was just banter, and Jamie said I'm biased and said some horrible things. I won't repeat on camera. But someone else said, "Had you thought about it?" And I thought, well, yeah, we had. And I don't know. I don't think they're anything similar at all.
Well, they actually smell similar to me.
They actually smell. You wouldn't be able to blind test
The
these
smell.
two. That's interesting. Obviously, on the looks, I'm as blind as a bat, you know.
But it's obvious they are a different colour. So.
Yeah, any idiot can see that, even us. The head on the Hacker, if you see, is showing far superior.
Yeah.
But then, as we know from many other drinks, right, we don't need the bottles here, do we? Because
No, we can get them out
if I
of the
clog
way.
one over and knock a beer over, I'm going to be gutted, aren't I? Right, let's give this a go.
Yeah, I want to drink it, not wear it.
You've wore a Frankie once.
Yes.
That was on video, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I'm going to have to go the same way as you, I think.
Yeah. The rich bananas, absolutely top draw. As we said yesterday, we don't need to sit here reviewing this again. It's an absolute beauty. Got given a 9 out of 10 by both of us, I think, didn't we?
Yeah, it's right up there.
Wow, there's some serious similarity here. You've got to go the other way round after it, haven't you? But Jesus. Oh, this is interesting. This ain't going to plan.
The finish is slightly different.
Not that much, though.
The Hacker is slightly drier. It's leaving a slightly... No, it's a drier feel on your mouth.
It's... I can't think of how to explain this. It's hard when you do this sometimes, but...
Okay, I'm coming back in.
I should have gone the other way that time. The Hacker first, but you're doing it the wrong way round. Well, not really the wrong way round, but you know what I mean. I'm trying to go vice versa. So if you go that way, I'm going to go this way.
Okay, because I've got in my mind exactly what I'm thinking. Now, the Hacker is drier. It is, it's not sweet on the finish, but the similarities that you're getting with the wheatiness, the banana taste are very similar.
It's immense. It's so, you see, until you do them together, you can't tell. Now, if you'd had a few, and
you
can
wouldn't be
pick
able
these
to
out,
tell the difference.
then, yeah, you know a
once
lot
you've had
more
a few.
than what I do. And until you put them together, now what I've done there, I've done the Hacker first and then the Hoppabrau. Now taking the Hoppabrau after the Hacker is even bringing more flavour out of the Hoppabrau, which and they are really close.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell Hacker does have a slightly drier finish, but I'll tell you what, there's not. If you look at them separately,
You'd think they were very different. They're not.
they're not as different as what you think. I mean, I'm pretty stunned. I don't think I saw this one coming. But you notice when you do the hopper after the Hacker, the hopper tastes more similar to the Hacker. I know it's because you can say, oh, well, you've got the Hacker flavour in your mouth.
It's sweeter and smoother on the finish, whereas the Hacker is drier. But predominantly, the tastes that are actually in the drink are so similar. It's really just the finish, what you're feeling on your mouth at the finish of the drink that's sort of separating them. And not in a bad way either, they're sort of complementing each other.
Yeah, both phenomenal. I beg to differ on anyone. I mean, if you'd had 2 or 3 pints and I came round, you came round here or somewhere, I poured you a Hacker, said it was a hopper, I don't think you'd tell the difference.
I think the only way that you really are going to notice the difference, especially like you say after you've had a few, is the fact that they're a different colour.
Yeah.
Because that is the main difference between these two drinks, is the colour.
So you put it in a...
Yeah.
Then you're not knowing, are you?
It's slightly, so slight on the finish. But yeah, wow.
Yes, it's...
you know, that's quite an accomplishment for Hoppabrau, because they are a much smaller company.
A much smaller brewery. I mean, I've spoken to the master brewer a couple of times. I think my friend has met him as well, if I'm not mistaken. And wow.
Hacker is such an established brand and so well known, so predominant.
It was only I can't remember. And if you watch this video and you're the person that said to me about this, I thought they were taking the pee. When I had a bit of banter, as I said with Jamie about it, and he said I'd be so biased and say how much better Hacker is, I couldn't say that because that's not necessarily true. I did rate this 9, I rated this 10. I stand by that, but...
There's a little bit of
It's got more depth, the Hacker, but it ain't a lot in it. Really not. This is a top 10 player. You can't say that that's in the top 10 and that's not, because it's. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah. It's slight. It's so ever so slight.
I keep thinking sometimes as you go on, you do change. That's why we used to, when we first started doing YouTube, it was like, oh, get the video.
Yeah.
Don't do people's heading. Do the video in 3 minutes. And some
You've
of them,
got to really taste and let your palate adjust to these drinks and really taste them.
and doing 2 of them, it's even harder. And some of them, we'd finish the video and we'd be sat there sharing a drink and I'd be like, I've totally changed my mind now. It's only 3 minutes after the 3 minutes we've just done, and you try and. These are both top players though.
Yeah, they really are both very, very good.
I wouldn't, do you know what? Apart from, as you say, that is a bit dry at the end. But I'll tell you what, if you'd had a few, you ain't picking up on that. I wouldn't personally blind test these 2. I'm quite amazed actually. I didn't think this was going to, I thought this would be, they're totally different. They don't bounce off each other. They do bounce off each other. One thing we found, and you bring the yellow Hoppabrau into it.
That's a hard one to pronounce.
Yeah, it's a hard one to pronounce, but you know the one. The Robot's Brother. I haven't got the glass here, typical, isn't it, this time? The Robot's Brother. One thing I find with that, and that's one of my top 10 beers without a doubt, it pees all over the Robot, in my opinion. We've done it on here. Michelle said the Robot, I said that. We did face them off. But what I found with the yellow one, it's really hard to follow. Now these 2 could follow simultaneously, easy.
I totally agree with what Paul's saying there. They complement each other. They're actually bringing out the flavour of each other, and it actually really works really well. The slight sweetness of the Hoppabrau compared to the slight dryness of the Hacker, they are playing really nicely with each other. They really are working well.
You could tip them now, they'd probably be even better together. And I never thought I'd say that about
That's not always the case. Like you say, some drinks you just can't follow with other drinks. It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
But yeah, these 2, they're doing well together.
Totally, yeah. She's hitting the nail on the head there, and I wouldn't say that often because she's a woman, and you know all that. We won't go into that too much because I'll be in trouble. But I'll tell you, they are bouncing off each other, and they are 2 fantastic drinks. As I say, Hacker edges it for me because borrowing the King, probably Andex.
Yeah.
Andex the King. Hacker's like my top 1, but this one is a serious player, and I must give Mr. Rosendale, we do have a bit of thing with the Hacker Whacker and the thing, and it annoys me because it's not true. There's loads of Maysles mashers, obviously in my opinion, but Hacker's right up there. But that's top draw. I'm absolutely stunned.
I think if you're one of these people who likes to try different beers,
get on this.
Try doing this sometime. If you've got 2 favourites, try them side by side. And then you're really picking out different flavours. You're really thinking about flavours that are in your beer.
And get on this. It's on drinkstation.co.uk at present. Capital letters, the Keg Exchange, or I think it's just Keg Exchange 15, gets you 15% off. Honestly, their Hellies as well is an absolute gem. We reviewed that maybe about 7 months ago, but we weren't that in depth with reviews then, but it's worth watching. It was a good drink.
Yeah, we've learned quite a lot, haven't we? From
we learned a lot from talking to you lot.
Yeah, and through the comments and people's suggestions. Yeah, we've learned a lot. So thank you guys. That's thanks to you.
Yeah, as I say, strange face off. You can't go any further. You could sit here all night till you've drank the drinks, and you're really trying to take it slow and really taste what you're drinking. But they are, I say, a bit sweeter, a bit drier, but apart from that, they are pretty much for much.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they do bounce off each other, so you could put them into a different glass now, and you'd have a really good one. I might do that in a minute.
Yeah, do a cocktail, see how it turns out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this has been another strange side-by-side face-off. It does kind of work out that way sometimes. you don't get what you
don't-
expect,
yeah.
do you?
If you
So
don't try,
this
you
was a
don't-
really good one to try. I'm glad that we gave it a go.
Yeah, if you don't try, you don't get it, do you? So, right, I think we've
stuff.
taken enough
Yeah.
time here, seriously. Good to see you all. Please like, subscribe, comment, and see you on the next one.
Thanks for watching.